Hello there, everybody. It's me, your boy, Mustard. I hope you're all doing fantastically. Hope you've all had a good week. I know it's been a long one for a lot of us. It is Friday, the 6th of December. It is, first week's over. First week's over. We're doing good, making good progress. Getting ever closer to the end of the year. Today's music was once again brought to us by our friends over at Silver Gunner. This is their remix of Now's Your Chance to Be Up. Obviously remixed with Daft Punk. It's very good, very good. So we're all doing good. I've had a really nice day today. It's been like cold outside, but we're about to be hit by a storm here in the UK. And there's like weather warnings all over the UK. So lots of government advice to be like, hey, don't go out unless you absolutely have to. So, that's, kind of a little scary. If for whatever reason the stream suddenly stops, it's because of that. I'm not like super close to the danger zone, but there might be some residual effects. So if I very suddenly disappear, that's why. But I had a really nice day today. I went out for a bit of a walk. I got my crutches. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for a walk. So that's what I did, and it was really nice. It was like that kind of like calmness and stillness that you get before a storm. So it was actually been like really cool and nice. So I literally just got my blazer, wrapped myself up nice and warm, put on a scarf, and went for a walk. And it was really nice. Because I work a night job, I don't get a lot of time these days to go out during the daytime and have a walk. So I really enjoyed that. Something I really, really enjoy. I also cooked. I cooked burgers. Like I made homemade burgers today, and they were like absolutely bananas good. Like really, really tasty. I might share photos if people are interested. Yeah, I cooked. I mean, I usually cook every day, but like it's not usual that I make burgies. Like burgies usually aren't super common for me. But yeah. Anyway, now that I'm interacting with chat, let's see who's here today. We've got Sputnik going, let's go! Hey, Sputnik, good to see you, man. We got a weird looking cat saying, lay the princess. Way ahead of you, bro. Way ahead of you. We got Lemon. Good to see you, Lemon. I hope you're having an awesome day. Lemon is building houses in Minecraft. Are you building the... Because I know you got like your main save. Are you working more on like your city? That's really cool. It's a really incredible project. If you haven't seen it, guys, like Lemon City's genuinely really, really impressive. It's got like motorways and everything. It looks really good. We've got someone in the early Cathy gang. Good to see someone. Hope you're having an awesome, awesome day. I see Sputnik getting very excited about the fact that Daft Punk was playing. Yeah, as soon as I heard this, I was just like, okay, this is gonna go in the playlist. So when I hit shuffle at the start of stream, I was like, and it landed on this, I was like, okay, guess this is what we're using today. Excellent. We got Freddy in the on time, I guess, Ratty Gang. Welcome, Freddy. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you're also ready for the storm today. Batten down the hatches. Get yourself ready. Lemon asks who made the remix. It's by Silver Gunner. Silver Gunner spelled Sierra India Lima Victor Alpha Golf Uniform November Echo Romeo. One word. yes, so it's the day. It's the day we're gonna be playing more of the Pretty Princess game. Last time to give people, in fact, I don't know whether I'm gonna do a recap just yet. Yeah, we're not gonna do a recap just yet. I'm just gonna get the game up on screen. I'm gonna press the Yas Slay Queen button. There we go. I just want to give another brief reminder about the content warnings in this game. Obviously, I haven't looked them all up, but the main content warnings is that there is really quite realistic gore and violence in this game. So if you're not good with that, then just this might not be the stream for you. It does get pretty violent. It does get quite grisly and nasty. So just be mindful before we go ahead. But I guess the NATO spelling alphabet. I do, yeah. I am a amateur radio operator. So it's required for call signs. Is that it has to be in native phonetic. So yeah, I do know that. Gore the Princess, awful, bad. Lemon says, did you hear about the 7.0 earthquake yesterday? I did, yeah. I have a friend who lives in like North Cali, and he has had a bad time. They did an evacuation, or there was an evacuation order given for his area, because there was concerns of there being a tsunami. But thankfully, yeah, that didn't happen. Thankfully, so limited damage. So that's good. When Looking Cat says, I love seeing people's first reaction to the game, people who swore suck. Yeah. I'm going in completely blind. I should say this is part 2. So in terms of what we've experienced so far, so I'm just going to give a brief recap of what happened last time. Last time we played until we got to, I think it's chapter 2, The Prisoner, I think it was called. We had a voice called the Skeptic be with us very, very shortly. But we were like, we're not doing this. So we just like walked away. Oh, you saw the first stream. That's okay. I'm still just giving a recap just in case anyone misremembers. So we left. We got a weird kind of non-ending. We then got like a happy ending, and then we got the Razor ending, which was, oh my god, Razor was good. Razor was very, very good. Great game. I'm just gonna pin a message in chat saying no spoilers, please. No spoilers, please. This is a fully blind playthrough. Gonna pin this sucker. Boom! Get pinned, bozo! Get pinned! Hey, Dan! Great to see you, man. Welcome back. Hey, Lucian. Good to see you too, bro. Good to see you, man. Lucian says, what are you talking about? We've never been here before. It's true. Never been here before. So, without much further ado, let's dive straight in. I'm going to get my guy on screen. Hello. Where am I? There we go. Like the huge delay, just like, huh? Just like popping into existence. Just bursting into existence. How you doing, Dan? You having a good day? How's your week been? Hope it's been rootin' and suitinest and flutinist. Little guys, of course. So we don't have an arch today. Oh, grayscale! I was meant to grayscale this. Shit. No. I was meaning to do that. I genuinely was meaning to do that, but I completely forgot. I got distracted. I bought Contraband Police, which is like it's like Papers, Please if it's set in like Georgia, as it like Georgia is in like the country. It's great. It's really good. Yeah, so we're gonna try. Well, we've saved the princess. We've saved the princess. It's been good. But we need bad times. We need an awful time. So we got someone. We got a little guy. We don't have a disco today. In fact, I'm just gonna get the whole. I'm gonna get the whole small gang in. Heck it. We're gonna get all the small people. All the small people involved. Small. Jolteon. Very good. Yeah, I'll need to get a grayscale going on as soon as possible. Next time I stream, hopefully will be grayscale. Someone says, I love screaming at Musty to do a thing and he just perfectly dodges all of them. No, look, all the little guys are there now. You see? Wait, I need Arch. Hang on. Arch. There we go. There we go. We're doing good. Weird Looking Cat says, I love Wendy's, TBH. I also love Wendy's. For those of you who don't know, I used to live in Puerto Rico, and Wendy's was like my favorite fast food place to go to when I was out there. Absolutely love Wendy's. Like, they're just regular ass, like, classic burger is so bananas good. Oh, fuck it. I've got to share my burger before we get into the stream. I'm gonna get a photo of the burgers that I made. They look like hell, but they were so good. They were so good. If people are sensitive to food pics, maybe look away for like a minute. I'll let you know when the food has disappeared. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, the image is gigantic. Yeah, I made burgers. They were really good. They were really good. It's made with like 5% fat beef. With Maggi seasoning, Worcester sauce, cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, MSG, and like provincial herbs in it. With a slice of just like American cheese melted on top of it while it's cooking, with pickled mustard. No, sorry, not pickled mustard, pickled ketchup, and like American mustard on top, along with some crispy onions. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. So it was super good. I was really, really pleased with it. Super good. Super good. Yeah, burgies. That says you like Wendy's. Full Wendy's stream when? I mean, at some point, I don't have a Wendy's in my town, so I no longer live in Puerto Rico. I live in the UK. And Wendy's is like super rare over here in the UK. I also don't know if it'd be the same. Like, I haven't had UK Wendy's before, but I do love it. I really, really like Wendy's. It's super good. Freddie said I sent a thing for private viewage. Eh? What did you send me? What is this? Oh! It's Poggy! It's Poggy! It's Poggy! It's for GBG? It's for the hit game? Game Builder Garage? Anyway. Oh, it's private! Oh, reading's hard, Freddy. Reading's hard. Hey, UK Wendy's are good. I'm not from the UK. Gotcha. Yeah, I really, really like Wendy's. Super good. Their chili is really good. I love Wendy's chili. Also, if people were averting their eyes for burger is gone now. Burger era is done. Burger era is done. Nope. Daisy. Right. Let's play Slay the Princess. Let's play Slay the princess. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Right. Let's slay some princess. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Let's go! Let's go, baby! We're back to the princess murdering simulator. It's gonna be good. A weird looking cat says, as an American, I physically can't look away from ripe, juicy burgers. I also love gaining perspective. Let's gain perspective together. Let's continue.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna walk in. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stab it. I'm just gonna, like, silently do my mission. No talking, no nothing, just gonna walk on up there and just, like, shank her. We're gonna slay the princess, and we're not gonna have fun doing it. No foreplay, no, I'm just going straight on in. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. I love the little animations.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So, I think I might have mentioned it last time we played, but I love how the narrator sounds like a dungeon master. Like a dungeon master from Dungeons and Dragons, you know? In the way that he describes the scene. Like, you could play this like an audiobook. Like, the visuals actually 100% aren't necessary. But I love the fact that he's like a DM. It's great.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Uh-huh. Gonna take the blade?
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Just gonna go down, strictly business, go down there and shank. It's gonna go down there, give her the old London handshake. The old London handshake.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It's gonna continue down the stairs?
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm gonna steel my nerves and step forward. I like the idea of like not saying anything. Not saying anything this whole time, and then just going, nuh-uh. Like, all strictly business. We're just gonna step forward. No voice, no nothing, just murder.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I love that the game picks up when you're not doing stuff. That's really cool.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay. Slay the princess. Let's do it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
No! She's so sad!
You feel flesh easily
Fuck.
give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Fuck! Oh, I don't like this game. It makes me sad. No.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yeek.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Fuck, I hate that you saw like the light leave her eyes. That's horrible.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Hey, Demon Soul, good to see you, bro. Demon Soul says, what the actual hell did I come into? So I don't know if you can see the name of the game. We slew the princess. Game's over? Game's over? We didn't say a word, we just walked in and shanked. Oh, interesting. Interesting. A lot of the dialogue options are just like grayed out. I literally can't press them. Of course she is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Actually, it's a basement. You don't tend to have sinks in basements. Bathrooms, maybe, but not basements.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
No!
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Shit. Demon Soul says, what happened in the other ending with all the voices? The princess turned into, like, a knife golem and then repeatedly murdered us. Her body then rapidly decayed, leaving nothing but a heart, which, like, the creature from Between Worlds, like, yoinked her heart. It was great.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
What are you saying, narrator? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Someone says, oh, okay. It's very funny. It is a great line.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
I think we might stay here forever, hero. Also, just a small thing. I love the fact that the door is off-center. That's really good. I like that. Just very, very slightly off-center. Ever since someone mentioned it yesterday, I haven't not been able to notice it, that things that are meant to be in the center of our vision are very slightly off. Very, very slightly off. Super disconcerting. Demon Soul says, also, why are none of the endings good? We did get a good ending. We basically spent a happy ending with the princess and then danced under the starlight together. And, we, hugged. It was wonderful. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Someone says, goodness is subjective. All endings are good if you're not a coward. True. Spooky then says, and then she got yoinked. Boom, bad ending. It was an incredibly bittersweet ending. I love it. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I spoke to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
No.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
No.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
I was hanging out enjoying my decades in the dust room. The room of dust.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
No.
Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Very good. Very good.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
I like the idea that we've been sat in a room for 2 minutes, and Voice the Hero is like, this is unbearable! This is unbearable! Just fucking kill me, please! Voice the Hero would literally rather, eviscerate themselves than sit in the quiet for, 5 seconds. Oh, it's Foxy! Hello, Boxy. How you doing? Boxy says, you know that this game would be... you know what this game would be called if it took place in the Star Wars universe? Princess Slayer! Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Excellent. Excellent goof. That's very strong. That's a strong goof. Well played. Well played. How you doing, Vox? Are you having an awesome day, I hope? It's the Benoy. It's the Benoy. I'm going to write in chat. There we go. Important. You had gnocchi for dinner? Yum, yum, yum. I love gnocchi. So good. Full to the brim with potatoey pasta or pastry potato. Someone says, you ate mochi for dinner? Only if they've been like... That's like the forever jail. That's like mega jail for mochi. She is like an oversized gnocchi. She is. She's so good. She's such a good bunny. Anyway, let's continue.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Explain yourself.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. Doesn't want you to be happy. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around. Do nothing. At least for a little while longer. Yeah, just a little bit more nothing.
What a relief.
Just a tiny bit more nothing.
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
The broom closet ending's my favourite. I love the broom closet ending. It's very good. Very good.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Wait, what? Okay. The creature. The creature spoke. I wanted to screenshot that. I desperately tried to screenshot that, but I didn't have time before the being spoke. Okay. Maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I've talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it.
I got an achievement for that, by the way. I got the achievement past the point of no return. There's no going back now. Someone says, Girly Pop said, get back to work, please. It's true.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Okay.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Okay, so we've immediately looped back to the start of this little dialogue.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Boxy says, this game feels very interactive modern art project. Derogatory. How dare you? This game's wonderful. I love it.
Don't you dare.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. That's German? That's German for I'll be pretty upset if we thee? Let's go.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Okay, I'm going to yell at you here.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
No! No! Fuck! We really were up there for decades. Shit, man!
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Fox says, oh, you did slay the princess after all, huh? You won. I did! I am the wiener! Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Spooch says, the what? The Spectre? Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did last time. Like, the way I'm going to play this is I'm basically going to commit to a bit, and we're going to just do the exact same thing. We're just going to proceed up to the cabin, not going to say a word, we're just going to go in there and shank. We're going to proceed up to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
Voice of the Cold. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Certainly says, I was fucking 15 seconds behind the live stream, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
We're not going to approach the mirror. We're not going to approach the mirror. We are just going to immediately pick up the blade and head down there.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Weird Looking Cat says, the mirror reminded me of that one Undertale quote. Yeah, despite everything, it's still us. Sputnik says, it's my favorite princess, the Bones. Ah, hero! I see that you've come here to slay me! But you see, I beat you to the punch! Doesn't that tickle your ribs? Someone says bone princess. Oh, okay. Right, hang on, just give me a sec. Oh, it's not a command. Right. Sorry. Misunderstood for a moment.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
Bone princess.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
What?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Yes! 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 Okay, this rocks!
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Chat is awful. I just looked at chat. I just seen Foxy be like, wood. Wood. Yeah. You're allowed to think it. Wood.
Ghost!
She's a spooky girl.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Okay.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
I saw that, Sputnik. I saw that. Bonk. Bonk.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Which I do. I mean, I don't. I want to see how things play out. But also, I kind of want to just commit to the bit. Also, the music's really good, kind of like a bit spooky. Let's commit to the bit. We're gonna stab. We're gonna bust this ghost. We're gonna bust in this ghost.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
Shit!
No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Oh, that's terrifying. We used a normal attack on a ghost time. That was silly.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Don't say that.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Uh-oh.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Yes. Slay the princess harder. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too. I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim you threatened me last time. No! I mean, maybe a little bit. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to be the end of the world. That's why I killed you the last time. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you do to even hurt me? I don't want to ask that question. What do you want from me? Okay, team. I'm out of thoughts, out of ideas. Any thoughts? We're gonna slay the princess harder. No dialogue, just immediately slay the princess even harder.
You You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Oh.
Really?
Yep.
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here, together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
The voice delivery is so good. The fact that she's both just speaking and recorded a separate line where she's whispering under her voice is very, very good. Dual voice lines, my beloved.
Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Oh.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Uh-oh!
Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
What's happening? I'm going to stare at her in silence.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue,
Oh.
an icy, numbing pain.
Oh.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Oh.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Slay the princess?
You swing your blade towards
Fuck!
her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late.
Oh, shit!
In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly.
Shit, man!
Did we get her?
Fatality. Princess wins.
Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
Weird looking cat says, ew, green heart. That's cholesterol, baby. From all the burgie.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Fuck! Chapter 3, The Wraith! Oh, this game's so good!
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again.
Oh, look how fucked up these woods are! Foxy says, I miss when she turned into an anime doodle. Yeah, I miss that too. I miss my happy ending. I want to go back.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
I love Voice of the Cheated. I love when Voice of the Cheated comes out because he's like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Harry, this is bullshit. It's a crock of shit and you know it. It's so good.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
The truth is, Mr. Dubois, that the game was rigged from the start. Hey Dan, welcome back. We tried to kill a ghost. We tried to stab a ghost, and she ripped out our heart. It's good. It's great. Let's go. Let's go for a walk in these extremely haunted woods.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
I bet that the narrator is confused as fuck right now.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over.
Fuck you, hero. Fuck you.
We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
I was happy with it. But then Lady Arms was like, no, get me experiences, please.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
Yes.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Okay.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
Right.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Maybe. Let's... Again. Commit to the bit. We're not going to say a word, and we're just going to walk up to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
We're not setting her free.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Let's enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
This is really pretty.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange.
What?
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Wait, we don't have a pristine blade? Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
Good! Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Awesome. Fantastic. Someone says, I think Musty is an outlier in being content with sitting in the boring void for eternity. It's true. Think of all the D&D you'd be able to play. It'd be great. Foxy says, Yas, Queen, slaying.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
We're gonna get mega murdered. It's like not even gonna be close. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Ooh.
We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
I love this room, by the way. It's really pretty.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
Oh, it says cold and cheated is like having me in the bad mood, constantly talking in your ear while watching you play. Awful. Bad mood boxy, if you will.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
What, is the mirror clean?
What are the odds she's waiting for us right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass.
Yes.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Oh, she's a little upset. Tiny bit upset.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Oh,
Your
whoa.
heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Uh-oh.
Your bones snap.
Fuck!
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them.
Bit insensitive of the game to go, oh yeah, then your leg breaks while I'm sat here with like crutches sat next to me. Bit insensitive, game. Bit insensitive. Bit rude. Bit cruel, if you will. Like, next is gonna be like, oh, and then suddenly you gain weight and you eat a burger. Whoa! Someone says she then gives you a goot. A hairline fracture? Just a goot? One goot, please. Aren't those things that you see at like the parks? Like if there's like a pond, you'll go out and you'll see that there's a goot hanging out in the water.
You're met with a terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Holy shit.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
You did? That's true. That's true, you did. I feel really bad about this.
I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over.
Also, look how fucked up our leggies are as well. Definitely not beating the Argonian allegations.
Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse.
Oh, I love her.
Well, maybe a lot worse.
Oh, she's so good. Well, hang on, she's got hearts in her eyes? That means we're doing good?
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
No! I mean, you can't, you just broken her ankle, dumbass.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
This is horrid! This is horrid!
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Fucking Christ!
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice.
Kick her in the face!
Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
Oh, God. Hey, Edvard. Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing Chapter 3, The Wraith at the moment. Absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. Incredibly insensitive of the game. I've actually just broken my foot in real life. So this is very insensitive of the game. Very, very insensitive. We don't have a knife.
Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
It's gonna take her body!
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
No, Cold! No! Look, we're even now. I killed you, then you killed me. What? The bridge, right? Do I have a silent option? That's fine. I actually came in here to free you. Oh, I hate her eyes. We're going to stick to the silent bit. We're not going to say anything. We're just going to struggle. No talking, just struggle.
You violently against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
No!
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
My leg!
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hall as the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Awooga? I mean, what?
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Hello!
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
I don't want to free the princess! I want to murder her!
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Heinous! Heinous! Heinous!
And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
It looked like, hey, handsome. Hey there, smooth skin. I'm gonna possess your body. Awful. Awful.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your
Oh!
as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
She's unzipping us.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Oh, I don't like this.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
I really, really don't like this. The idea of, like, being conscious while somebody is controlling my body is deeply, deeply upsetting to me.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
Oh, she can hear our thoughts now.
Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
Flip the table? I love how muffled her voice is. Like she's talking from inside our body. That's awesome.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
I agree, cheated. I agree.
Your body
Oh!
still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle. takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
I hate this.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Uh-oh. We're going into the abyss, baby! Bye-bye, everyone! Welcome to the void!
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
Let's go. Gaping hole, baby!
I won't let you do that.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Yes, baby!
Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Yes, cheated! Blast it! Let's jump in there! Let's go, baby!
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Swallowed my whole?
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Yeah, I don't need to win. I just need her to lose. She possessed my body. That's a lot of laughter.
What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing.
Just like where we were.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
What happens now?
If you need what happens now, you wanted it.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Oh? And why is that?
You should be better punching to your head. You left. Go on. It's just you and you and you and me. Say it.
Uh-oh.
He's gone. But
Uh-oh. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Oh no! Hands! But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
And I approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Yuck! What's wrong with us? You've withered. Oh god, you can see our bones. Yuck! You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed into the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist, though.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Huh. I don't know how that makes me feel. I really don't know how that makes me feel. That's a really profound thing to say. I catch you in a bit, Edward. Have a good one. Changes me, but doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. It make you worse. You resent me. I don't resent you, no. Not really, no. It seems also distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
It's kind of beautiful. Someone says, I don't know, being hurt feels bad, but being changed isn't always bad. I think with this construct, pain can be good. Yeah, I think so. Have you figured out what you want to be when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring to you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
That's really cool. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
That's cool. So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. I'm not gonna kill him. I really, really like it. Do you know what happens to the worlds that we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Aww.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Perhaps so. I know it's like a really little thing, but I really love the way in which the princess is kind of being just like propped up. Like whatever exists of her is being propped up by the entity. Really, really cool. Voxy says, so this is two cosmic entities having some roleplay to spice things up in bed, but it's gone out of hand. Got it. I think it's more that it's two entities that want to gain basically human experiences. Very cool. It reminds me a lot of the game Immortality. I don't know if you guys have ever played that game. It's that I really don't want to spoil it because a big part of that game is like experiencing it for yourself. But there's a lot of these sort of themes in that game. Very cool. Very cool. I'm ready to go back now.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Nice.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do this time. I'm going to attempt to go the route that we went the very first time, that we got kind of interrupted on. I'm going to go in there with the dagger, but then try and help her escape. We're just going to talk to her. Yeah, let's just go up to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I proceed into the cabin. It's Common Nomad! Hey, Common Nomad, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I should start saving at some point. Yeah, I might do a quick save now. Overrate my save. There we go. Someone says, interesting. I'm getting absurdism vibes in a way where it encourages you to find meaning for yourself instead of the nihilistic nothing matters kind of way. Yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. I remember what the book's called. Beyond the Flash? Is that what it's called? It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible story about people stuck in a time loop, and it's wonderful. It's really good.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're going to take the blade? Yeah, we are going to take the blade. We're going to take the blade. We're going to try and go for the route that we went for last time, where we just go down there, talk to her, free her, and then go from there.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Hey, Lemon. Lemon says, hey, Mustard, I DM'd you some screenshots of the house I'm building. Excellent. I'll have a looky-loo after the stream, yeah? Ascend to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
That hint of rot gets me every time, because like that very particular smell is a smell I really can't stand. It's awful.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
That's a good point.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's not very becoming of us. That's so true, hero. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Mm-hmm. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Good question.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Yes. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Yeah. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't trust you. Slay the princess. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
You see, her hands aren't petite anymore. She can't just slip her way out now. I think it's gonna be the grim wrist chopping time, so be ready for that, folks.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe there's a key still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free with.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Uh-oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Uh-oh!
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Fuck you, narrator.
You're here to slay the princess.
No!
And you won't leave until the task is done.
Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, it's the frog! Hey, the frog. How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having an excellent Friday. How is the giant frog time coming along? Are you getting plenty of big bones? Mithril Medhelm when mustard? Oh! Oh, that's a really good point. Actually, hang on. Yes, yeah. So, hang on. That's a really, really good point. Last time I was on stream, not last time, time before last I was on stream, the frog came into chat and very generously made a little something. It's a Mithril Medhelm. Mithril.png. Wow. Okay, we're gonna try and slip this bad boy on. We're gonna layer it underneath all the small gang. That works so well! That works so well! Holy shit! Gonna make it a tiny bit bigger, just a tiny. Oh no, that's too big. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's incredible. Thank you so much, the frog. Everyone say thank you, the frog. This is great. This is so good. Very good. Very, very good. I've got 20 defense. Got 20 defense. I've been fighting sand crabs. I did waterfall quests and then fought sand crabs forever. It's great. This is great. I was actually just gonna ask, like, how's RuneScape going? Is it going good? 29 prayer. I'm too yeah, I'm trying to get the helmet to kind of fit a little better. That's okay. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, it's so stupid. I love it. Thank you so much, the frog. This is genuinely very, very good. 29 prayer. Wait, so what's the most recent prayer you unlocked? I think I'm at like 20, like 22, 23, something like that. I think like the next one I get is like the better magic, like slightly better No, it's not. I get like the rapid regeneration. I think that's the next one I get. It's like better health regen, but there's like no point to ever use rapid health regen because it's just kind of crap. It's Arch! Hey Arch! Good to see you, man. Late Ratty Gang. Good to see you. It's the EP boy. So EP. Welcome, Arch. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you've had a good week. It's Friday, my dude. Steel Skin's most recent one. Nice. To be fair, you need all that defense for fighting frogs. Fully fair. Man, I love RuneScape. I'm probably gonna play some tomorrow. I've got a dental appointment tomorrow morning. So I'm probably gonna have some time like when I'm waiting at the surgery. So because I'm having dental surgery done tomorrow morning. So I'm probably gonna have some time where I'm just kind of waiting around for that. I'm gonna chop some willows and drain off village. Be good. How's your week been, Arch? Has it been good? It's the EP. Very EP. Right, let's get back to slaying the princess. And by slaying the princess, I mean rescuing the princess. We're gonna try the door?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
You just woke up! The frog says, I'm sorry everyone for showing up and turning this into an OSRS stream. I mean, one day it's gonna happen. I'm gonna stream fighting golems in the ruins. It'll be great.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
But I don't want to. Let's return downstairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Boo!
Easier for whom?
The frog says Gmore Elvarg when? I want to get maybe 5 more strength levels. I want to have at least 40 defense. I want to have 40 defense when I go in to fight Elvarg. I want to have higher prayer, so I think I will. I might actually switch off fighting. What's it? Golems to fighting frogs, so I can get big burns. Maybe I'll do Hill Giants. I don't know. I might go to Hill Giant Plateau. We'll see. I recognize this narrator. Actually, who is the narrator? I'm gonna look this up. Slay the princess narrator voice actor. Jonathan Sims. Jonathan Sims. What's he done? Oh, I'd be very surprised if you heard this voice actor before. Oh yeah, Magnus Archives. So you do know this guy? Okay, cool. Yeah, he did Magnus Archives. Very cool. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. The Magnus Archive.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
So, gore warning, folks? Gore warning?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We're gonna save the princess? Gore warning, everyone? Gore warning? Just fair warning. We're gonna get the princess out. Okay, fair warning, folks.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Just above the massive unyielding chain. Hey, welcome back, Edvard. We're freeing the princess. We're cutting her hand off. It's going great.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Ugh.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
I think it's really interesting that the princess doesn't seem to actually experience pain. Really, really interesting.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Spooky says, need a hand? Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
No!
Watch me.
No! No! I don't want her! Warn her! Warn her! Warn her!
Stop that.
No!
I thought this was a little too easy.
No!
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Fuck you, narrator! Do what I want! No! No! Oh! Okay. We are locked out of the prisoner then, huh? Holy... No! Fuck! No! 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 I don't want to! No! Ugh! I guess we're slaying the princess.
Thank you.
No.
You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air.
Fuck!
But she's ready for it.
Fuck!
She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Shit!
You drop the blade,
Oh!
pathetically.
Oh, my wrist! Fucking Christ!
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Oh my god!
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Shit, man!
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Don't you dare, Sputnik. Don't you dare. Bad! Everyone's bad! All of you are awful.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Someone says should have just resisted, in my opinion. Boo! Awful. What the fuck?
It can't just end like this. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Awful. Miserable. Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Arch says, chat's still simping. You have no idea, bro. You have no idea. Frog says, that's a hardcore life gone, Mussin. I know, I'm sorry. Bro, I nearly died to, what do you call them? To golems the other day. I kind of lost focus. Like, I was sticking around. And like was like on like 5 hit points. I was 1 max hit away from instantly dying. I've never eaten trout so fast in my life.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Uh-oh. She's gonna kill me again!
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, there is a lot of messages being deleted in chat right now. I would encourage everyone to please don't spoil things. I'm guessing if someone's deleting things in chat, that spoilers being posted. Please don't post any spoilers, even things that could be alluded to. Please don't do that. I want to do things completely blind.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
No, Broken! You're wrong!
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
No! Fuck you, narrator! Fuck you! You made me, like, not spare her! You made me! Foxy, I can't believe that you'd post spoilers like that, man! Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Oh, Arch vored the ending. That's why we didn't have the option to resist then. Because Arch vored it. He vored the ending.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I did listen to you!
Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yeah, she tortured us.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Okay, so this is the thing that I'm still uncertain on. But because it hasn't been directly addressed, but the fact that we're like time looping, the princess is aware that we're time looping. Like when she was the Spectre, she directly addressed us as her killer. And I think that's really interesting, right? Because it means that she must be having some internal dialogue about this as well. And some internal speculation, right? I think that's really... I don't know. I wish I could talk to her about it and go, so we're stuck in a time loop. Like, I wish we could talk to her about that fact. Hey, welcome to the stream, Sounds Love. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having an excellent day. And I hope you're looking forward to your weekend. It's Friday. Or I guess it could be Saturday, where you are. I hope you're having a good time.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
I think we are going to try and free her. I think we're going to go a non-violent route.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Okay, let's proceed up to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. Okay.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Also, interesting is like, oh, it's called the tower, but it's still just a cabin.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
No.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Okay.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Yeah.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Right.
So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Okay, let's proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Shut the fuck up, Broke.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Like a little ladder to go up and get it. This is beautiful.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
We are tiny.
We don't feel small. We are small.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on them.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Someone says someone's POV. Look how tiny we are. Oh, look how tall the window is.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Wait, hold on a goddamn second. Wait a minute. Is the princess gonna be like absolutely gigantic? Okay, I mean, okay then. Foxy's like, oh good, woo, good time. Let's go. The prince is now Dark Souls boss. I mean, We're all good. Let's go over to that mirror.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
Oh, that's a shame. I want to look in the mirror.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
I bet we do.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I mean, last time we saw ourselves, we were like decaying. It was heinous. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Yes. This whole cabin's different from last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense.
No!
And you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I'm going to approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I love that it is like a frustrated DM. That's very good.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Dan says, what mirror? All I see is a wall. It's true, there is just a wall there. Okay, we're not going to take the blade. We're not going to take the blade. We're going to go down there and we're just going to talk to the princess. Enter the basement.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
Yeah, exactly.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Ooh, incense. I used to burn a lot of lavender incense. It was like super nice smelling.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Huh.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh my god, she's gonna be big!
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh my god!
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
Maybe I shouldn't have done. Maybe I should have come down here with my little
Need to get
dagger.
down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Okay.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Yeah, I don't trust the Broken. The Broken's compromised. The Frog says, is this game tricking you into the bed of chaos? The bed of bullshit? Time for a really ill-thought-out boss fight, baby?
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Bad, Spooty. Bad. 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 Get... Hang on. Hang on, it's important that I get... I need a... Bad. Bad. Let's continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Whoa.
The princess
Holy shit!
glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Cat, bad, bang, bonk, awful. You're all bad.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Holy shit! Just give me one short moment. Just uno momento. Por favor. I need to find something. Just give me one moment. I gotta find something. Give me. Walk. Walk. Awful. Bad. Incredible. All of you are bad. Hang on. Newspapers. Newspapers for days. Like, bonk. Like, bonk. Hitting a newspaper against my hand. The frog says, is there an orange message on the floor? There is. It says amazing chest ahead. Very good.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
She's
I see
floating.
your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Jesus Christ.
And more than a little disappointing.
A little disappointing?
She
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. She's disappointed in us.
Kneel.
Uh-oh. Neil! Kevin says, simping aside, I really love the art in this game. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. I love the fact that there's like light behind her. So her body's almost like shadowed against the light coming out behind her. Oh, it says do it. Yeah, we'll kneel. It's me, Neil.
On her command to fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
The camera panned down.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Mm-hmm.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Holy shit.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Holy shit.
It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
The chat says full to the brim with subby bottoms, and it's like it's giving me very one-sided advice. The only person who's like giving me like adverse advice is like the frog being like defy the multi-dimensional entity, and someone being like resist the Tom Musty.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What would you have me do? What have you planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I am yours to command. Pledge yourself to... At your service, my queen! Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I have questions for you before I decide to do anything.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
What are your fishing levels? Mine are like 38. I've been catching trout and salmon. I can nearly catch lobsters.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Awful. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Oh! Someone says, I hate this woman so much. Fox is just like, ooh. If you're so powerful, why can't you just break the chains yourself? I don't think she'll like that. I don't think she'll like me doing that. But why can't you break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
That is such a hard line! That is such a hard line! Holy shit, on a shingle! Holy fuck! I am stealing that line. I am stealing that line for future DMing. Holy shit!
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Jesus Christ. Oh, there's no choice. There is no choice. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
I don't have a choice, hero. She's too powerful.
No, you You can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Someone says, Musty, it was your decision to leave the blade. Yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna be this, bro. I didn't realize. What the fuck? Foxy says Foxy POV when they're ordering McDonald's. Hello, can I get 3 chicken selects, please?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Holy shit! So she can perceive the narrator?
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
That's so good!
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Holy fuck! It's December. He's allowed to.
Rise, my little bird.
Wait, did you just kill the narrator?
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! This is amazing! This is so good! This is so cool! So well realized! Holy shit!
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
What if I don't believe? What happens then? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. Just break her chains. What happens if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
Holy shit.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please, don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm so sorry, hero.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
It's really cool that this is all about the loss of agency. This is very, very cool. Very good. Voxy being like, yes, I am. I'm a wretched little worm. Wiggly woo. Awful. Awful. The fox says, just make a circle of salt around her and burn some sage, bro. Scroll up. There's nothing to scroll to. I can't get to anything else. Hello, Ray. Ray says, I'm a wretched little worm, wiggly woo. It's one hell of a line to join in on. We're on the simp route. It's the moth. Hello, Ray. How are you doing? Yeah, you missed some extreme subbiness from Voxy. The Bnui. Ray says, how can I miss a universal constant? That's fair. That's fair and true, you know. That's fair and true. I'm gonna break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Uh-oh.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Okay. Sure, okay. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Okay, I'm gonna take her hand. Look how small my little hand is. Uh-oh. Oh, she got eaten by the hands! The long quiet yoinks her? But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
This is 9/11 for subs. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. A mercy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence fills you as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Oh shit, we don't have any flesh on our hand anymore. We're just bones. Ugh, and we're so feathery. Look at our wings. We have wings. We're like a bird. Chip chip, motherfucker. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, she's so tall. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
As Phoenix says, whoo! The bit is over. That's right. The bit. It was just a bit. Yeah, it's a small bit of collective insanity. That's okay. That's okay. It's just a small bit of collective insanity. It happens now and then. Sweetnick says, what? I'm just a funny little guy. Yeah. You're just a little bird. That's all. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's very... I'm just gonna screenshot something real quick. I'm gonna just save this real quick. I'm gonna post this into the thing, into the stream. These are the viewing figures, like the viewing graph. You can see the literal moment that the giant lady stopped being on screen. You can see it in the viewing figures. You can see it in the viewing figures the moment she stopped existing. It's very good. It's very good. Very funny. Vox says, "Oh, the stream just buffered for the last 10 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy." Oh. Fox says, "You all need gothics. See, a little bit of balance, you know? A little bit of simping to go along with all the murder, you know? That's all." Do you have thoughts on this particular vessel?
This one is dominance.
Uh-huh.
A figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Aww. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
That's true. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? This is the thing I'm most interested in. Like, this is the plot thread that I'm super interested in. Does the princess have an interior voice as well?
No, their minds are empty,
Huh.
existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Yeah, he's definitely some sort of greater power. Like, he has the ability to manipulate time and space. He does, and when you and I find him... Sorry, he does, and when I find him, you and I are going to finally have some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
So true. So true. Ray says, considering the hands over the eyes, this is perfect for a blind playthrough. It's true. Also had a great sense of scale. How many more vessels do I need to bring back to you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Shit!
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
If this is truly the last time, is there anything you'd like me to bring to you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Is it really the last one? That seems short. Is this the last stage before your completion? I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. I don't want this game to be over. That sucks.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
No! Don't close my game! Oh, fuck it. I'm going to wait again just so that the game restarts. I thought it was very funny last time that happened. Wait.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world?
An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Such a good bit. It's such a good bit that the game closes itself. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. Before we continue, we're gonna take a drink break. Okay? We're gonna throw up the drink break screen, and we're gonna take like a 5-minute drink break. We'll, like I say, probably be like 5 minutes. So if you want to take this time to go get yourself a healthy snack or a beverage, take a bathroom break, do whatever you need to do. Have a cheeky cigarette, do whatever you need, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay? Right. I'm gonna pop in some music, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye, folks! Hello, everybody. I have returned. I have got a beverage. I had a snack. So I'm feeling all good. What I'm drinking today is Diet Coke for a shocking change. I'm gonna. Oh, it's the Age of Empire soundtrack. Very nice. I'm gonna pause that. Just in case we end up taking another drink break in the future. I'm gonna get rid of the drink break screen. And oh yeah, I need to reboot the game. Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. We're gonna get ourselves going in a second. I'm just gonna quickly have a look through the chat, see what's been occurring. Wow, lots of chat since I was gone. Wow. Foxy says, I'm going to rewind the last 15 minutes for reasons. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure. And a special pass on the god. I don't think I can comment because it will influence the rest of the people here. I think it would be unwise for me to do so. But smash. What vessels have we got? We've got we got like the happy ending, the one where we like dance with the princess under the stars. We've got the tower, we got the razor, and we got the wraith. Booty that says voice of the stubborn smash pass. I don't think I've really known the stubborn enough to have a clear opinion on him so far. Everyone says cold and stubborn will be smashable enough if I were into guys. Yeah. Smitten, I couldn't do the smitten. Definitely not. Too much. Too much. So I says, Musty, I thought you went into Doms. I'm not. But big. She's a big lady. She big. Right. Let's continue. Let's boot up the game. Slay the princess, please. Waiter! Waiter! One princess, please. Booting up when?
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
It's really cool that the game remembers what vessel she was puppeting. It's really cool. I'm ready to go back now.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Yeah.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wood chipper specifically for the narrator. Hard agree. Hard agree.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Gonna proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. We're not going to take the dagger. We're not going to take it. we're just gonna go now and talk to her. I really want to see, because we've gone down 3 times with a dagger on the first way through, 1 time without. We're gonna go without a dagger again this time. I'll catch you in a bit, Edward. Have a good one. Art says, I'd rather spend an hour debating if there was a mirror on the wall or not. Definitely not a mirror. Don't know what you're talking about. Speech says, I'll be more calm from now on. I get the feeling my side explanations like, oh god, dance around the spoiler area too much. It does. I'd like to have things just like gently revealed over time. But I can't wait to discuss this with you afterwards, man. I'm super excited, bro. Let's go down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Probably is.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
I love that her voice is so different depending on whether or not you have the dagger or not. That's really cool.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I love how much of a himbo the hero is. He's just like me, for real. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Interesting. I think this is the first time we've ever come downstairs and she's not been kind of like a neutral posture, you know? I think this is the first time we've ever come down and she's like been immediately like, ooh, big eyes.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Now, I'm wondering whether or not it's all a performance, if we are actually like a monstrous creature or not. Like, I actually want to know if we are genuinely a monstrous being or not. Or if we are perceived as being human to her.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Yeah, the end, capitalize. I also don't want the game to end. It's so good. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, so just harping on about how our characters perceive, because obviously when we got close to the princess and she looks immediately like super uncomfortable. If we are a monstrous being, do we look like how we've been looking in the mirror, in the space between, like in the long quiet? Because if so, we're like a rapidly decaying, like, skeletal bird man, which is deeply upsetting. That's deeply upsetting. and very, very cool. Because we've, like, gradually been changing from, like, being relatively normal looking, like, bracken dude to, like, quite big to slowly, like, decaying. Like, it's like I was dipped in acid and then, like, oh, it's just like bones. Very cool. Someone says, we're Dark Beast Pal, but instead of a bird, we're a dog. Sorry, but we're a bird instead of a dog. Very good, very good. It's been a rather challenging mating season for Bird Person. I have gathered you twigs and various debris. Is this what you wanted? Very good. All right. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Ooh, yeah.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
A weird-looking cat says, I'd be deeply upset if a decaying birdman came up to me. Arch says, I would be happy if a birdman approached me. That's it. At least the birdman is good-looking, right? He's like a big dude. Someone says birdman might be good-looking if he wasn't a decaying zombie. It's true. It's true.
Is someone else here?
I'm gonna try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
I want to know more about the narrator.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Like, he definitely has power over this plane of existence, right? Like, he without a doubt has some form of influence. I'm gonna return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Lucian says, the door slamming gets me every time. If the narrator is us, then we're closing the door ourselves and then saying, oh no, the door won't open. Yeah, it's... I can't tell if the narrator is, like, some part of our... Like, because it's clear that we've had the ability to affect the material world around us, right? Like, us believing that the princess can open the door allows her to open the door. Just in the same way that us allowing the princess to break her chains allowed her to break her chains. But I'm wondering, like, I'm curious as to how much of that is us, as in the player character, having like authority over the world, and how much of it is like how much of that authority is shared with other beings, you know? How much power does the narrator have? Is the narrator part of us, or is the narrator another entity entirely? I'm really curious. Someone said us coming back from Baldur's Gate 3. Us from Baldur's Gate 3 coming back to save everyone. Right. That's what I'm thinking. I can't tell if this is like a Dark Urge situation, because like initially I was like, oh, it's like Dirge. But now I'm really not sure who the narrator is, because the narrator definitely has some form of influence over not just the world, but over us. That he can manipulate us into doing different things. Really cool. Really cool. I love it. I should be clear, I am just speculating out loud at this point. I don't want a definitive answer in either direction. I am just kind of just thinking out loud, you know, and just want to share my thoughts as they're developing. Because the Long Quiet doesn't say that. The Long Quiet's like, I don't have a narrator. I don't have a narrator. And I'm not aware of there being anyone else who exists except for us. As in, like, as in us, the player character, and her. Really curious. Very cool. Very cool.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
We could.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
No.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah, we can use it to free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We're going to save the princess. Interesting, we don't actually have the option to slay the princess. We only have the option to save her at this point.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Dan says, where the fuck did that come from? God, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds to me like the narrator materialized the dagger downstairs. It's weird. Weird Looking Cat says, didn't she say something finds me in the Long Quiet when we meet her? As in, okay. Yeah, I'm unclear if the Long Quiet is the name of the being or the name of the place. I'm actually happy I personally, I don't think it matters. For me, until it's like confirmed otherwise, I'm actually quite happy with the term the Long Quiet being used interchangeably for both the person and the place. Fucking cool. Also, I love this image. It's so good. Like, those unblinking eyes. Fantastic.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Kaminoa says, does she not feel that pain? No, definitely not.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let's approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the kitchen stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
She says she has the eyes of an owl. No wonder bird person is so big for her so much. It's true. It's shanking time.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Watch me.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
No! I don't want to slay my precious tulip! Warn her! Duck and roll, baby! Duck and roll!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay the princess, 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 slay the princess. No! I can't resist! I also can't resist because we've gone this route as well! No! 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 It's shanking time!
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
Uh-oh! Angry eyes!
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Oh, fuck!
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Look at her teeth!
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh, this fuck! Look at them teethies!
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Holy shit!
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Fuck.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Those, the pinpricks of light reflecting from her eyes, like she's an animal. So good.
It can't just end like this, right?
Weird Looking Cat says, we love our messy eaters.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
This is so cool.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch! The witch!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Always the opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess.
Uh-huh.
We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Let's proceed up to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
I love the opportunist. I think we had the opportunist during the happy ending arc. Let's proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a
Ooh!
mix of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, this is really cool. I think we're not going to take the dagger again. We're going to go down disarmed.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Oh, I'm sure we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame there isn't anything like that around here. You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you. I see all sorts of things.
He's like, what's his name? Johnny Tightlips from The Simpsons. I see a lot of things. It's very good. What do we tell your wife and kids after you've died? Tell them to suck a lemon.
But do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes or no question. Help me out here, will you?
I love the opportunity so much. He's so good.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I do want to preen myself, though. We're meeting a witch. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
We'll wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
We did it. We did it, Reddit. We got to the bottom of it. Okay, we're not going to take the blade. We're just going to go straight down to the basement.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Let's head on down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Oh, I love that description.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Very cool.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters?
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I trust you. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Uh-oh.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world.
It's gonna be
There's
fine.
no reasoning with what she is.
No, she's fine. It's gonna be fine, narrator.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud.
Me too.
I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion.
Me too.
Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
No.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Yo, look at her!
Entering the dark room below.
She's got a tail and little scary little feet. Yeah! Yeah!
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Cat girl time! Cat girl arc! You see, best arc, best possible arc we could ever get. It's cat girl time. This is good. I'm here for
And
this.
there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
No.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you?
What's this? It's literally me. Distrusting, spiteful, distrustful, spiteful skeptic who is also a cat. It's true.
No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
It's really cool.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Yeah.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first.
Yes!
Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Maybe we can.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I died last time, you didn't. If anyone should be trusted, it's you. Like, I know. Things got messy last time. But I think there's something bigger than both of us. At work. We should team up. Can't you get out on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do you have the nagging feeling you're about to stab me in the back if I help you? I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. I'm sorry about last time.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work here. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I agree.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Yes, and that's what I'm here for. I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Okay.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Nice! Look at her face! She's like, nyah. Oh, she's so good! She's so good, I love her!
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Like a little arm hairs.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Uh-oh.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
I like to imagine that we both have the voice of the opportunist in our head right now. Both playing hands really close to our chest. She's like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. The moment you make me think I'm gonna betray you, I'm gonna get you. It's great. Oh, yeah. I've just seen that there's been a few messages deleted and redacted. Please don't refer to things that either haven't happened yet or, like, speculating about stuff. I really do want to experience this as blindly as possible. So yeah, I just wanna see it all unfold naturally.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Yeah, that's true.
We're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You know what? I'm gonna do the first step of good faith. I'm gonna step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Nice.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Hang on. I've got to get something real quick. But that's good. Where is it? No, it's saved as a JPEG large. Who uses JPEG large? Boo! I say boo! Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to use snipping tool for this. You forced my hand. You forced my hand, Google. You forced my hand. Can't believe you'd make me use snipping tool. My, would you look at the time? It's nothing ever happens o'clock. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. My, nothing happened. Very good. Very good. Alright, let's continue.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? What did you just say that?
Uh-oh.
I think we know why.
Uh-oh!
You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Oh.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Well, shit.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
Fuck.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken.
Fuck!
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Fuck, it's like a Mori, man.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
Yeah, having a broken back sucks big time.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done.
She's like, yeah, breaks your back.
Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you get out of here.
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Right.
And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Someone, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you did this. Also, not true. Not true. Both of us can leave. We just have to get over our overwhelming desires to murder each other.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
But she's really adorable. Look at her little mouth. She's like, wah.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
Oh, broken back sounds bad. Instead, I'm just stuck here with a broken foot instead. Boo.
There's just one problem with that.
Uh-huh.
And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us.
It's true.
And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
That's true. Also very true.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. From your position, it must look like a 24-carat pile of bullshit.
The princess twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Oh, we're both achy breaky back people. Just as a spoiler warning, this is what happens to you once you turn 25. The moment you turn 25, your back just, like, permanently gives out. You will never be the same. Spooky's like, ring-a-ding, baby!
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Oh, no.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Oh, I'm fucked, man.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
We're both stuck!
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
I don't want to have inflicted a lethal wound.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Ugh!
Is that really what's going to happen?
Oh, shit, man.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
Uh-oh. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Mm-hmm. Hand time, baby.
I wasn't feeling much of anything. but now I feel cold.
I've accidentally right-clicked again. Hang on. Hands, my beloved. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It is.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally! We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh, baby! We're above! It's above! It's a raven! Look at that! But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Whoa! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh shit! We got the bird cursor again. We had this very, very briefly. Oh shit! So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does this hurt? Sorry, does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away and stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you break. Right, okay. Look at this, it's like birds going on. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't
Caw,
it?
caw, 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 caw.
You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ah. Oh, shit. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Mm-hmm. In one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
Others like you. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
Ah.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Right.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Very cool. This is very, very cool. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking you questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Are you a part of me or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
I love the fact that he's got little teeth in his mouth. That's really cool. Like, this is such a bizarre thing.
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
So, do you know about the looping? As many of the times I met you, you denied it being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Sorry, I keep accidentally right-clicking. I've got my hand in my mouth and I just keep convulsing. This is really cool.
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
What? If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet.
What?
The god I made to rid the world of death.
We're the long quiet. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Woven?
It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
Rip Bozo? The final fragment of glass shatters, and you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Holy shit!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Holy fuck!
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Partial nudity warning? Bum time? Peaches in chat? I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Huh. And what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
When the echo spun us from one into two, gave you a choice. So I was I was created from the mound.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Huh.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions that I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you...
What?
Behind your back and a trick behind mine.
Holy fuck!
Revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Justice Vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation. But isn't that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you. I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage in violence. Change is to hold the potential to rise above. Do you limit yourself to what you are now, or would you like to see what you might become? I don't think I understand what our responses here are. Like, explore, address the... Yeah, I'm going to address the statements, address this vessel statement directly. I want to see what we can explore here. There are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far, what more is there left for me to see? With time, it could have been better. Yeah.
And there is always time.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
You were consumed by your own ego.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful.
This is really cool. I'm really digging this. Oh shit! Oh, this is so good.
Forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body, you chose agency. But agency requires action, and action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
I love how the Wraith looks. It actually bananas how good she looks. First time we met, I executed you without a second thought. In the end of my confrontation with this spirit, I held you into a bottomless pit.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
I love that she's just the heart again.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you humbled me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you.
I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Didn't humble you, you humbled yourself. Just as you broke yourself upon me then, so will you break up yourself upon me now. Explore. Address this vessel's statement directly. Yeah, you humbled yourself, you dingus. Through your constant search for violence and the constant pursuit of death, you end up destroying yourself.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale?
That's a really, really good bit of artwork. Holy shit.
You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
So glad to dance with you. It was a mockery of a life we shared. What we shared, there was agony, but it doesn't have to be like that. You can find a way to make things better. I never want to hold the world still. But is suffering the only alternative? Never want to hold the world still. It needs you. The only reason we weren't happy was because we couldn't forget. It's a version of this world worth living in. I'm just gonna say I was glad to dance with you.
And dance with me again, and I'll never have to stop. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You need to believe in the things you still want. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in, and you still get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry, slay the princess. You are cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is. There has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you be free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective. You keep dismissing mine. You think you can change me, but I must be able to change you. What do you think happens when we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
It's easy to believe in it's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Right. But here's the thing. I kind of agree with her. Like, I think the finality of death is what gives life meaning. Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? Never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. Yeah, I don't disagree with her. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
To free myself? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from within its hibernation. You feel a sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
I take her hand. Look how small her hand is. How tiny her hand is compared to hers. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. This is really nice. You are free, and she is with you. Look at this! Someone says, I love you too, incomprehensible goddess lady. Yeah, big same.
It's magnificent.
It is. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Good ass game! Good ass game! Good ass game! What a fucking excellent game! Holy fuck! The potentials are for like philosophical dialogue at the end there, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a fantastic ending to a game. Someone says, you mean this game ends in a philosophical battle? My kind of game. Yeah. Fucking incredible. Freddy said I didn't think it'd be over so soon. Yeah, I'm also surprised by that, but I appreciate the fact that the game is short and sweet. Really good. I'm also definitely going to be replaying this. Like, I am definitely going to be doing multiple runs. That's really good. So, I'm guessing, like, the princesses that you interact with, like the vessels, affect the final philosophy of the... well, of, like, the goddess, right? Very good. Very, very good. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order of our special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide UI by hitting H. Screenshotting that bad boy. Then so you think about getting the other endings. There are... yeah, so obviously without spoilers, I'm looking forward to seeing more of the game. Obviously, I don't want spoilers. I don't want actual spoilers, but it's really interesting. I think it's going to be really interesting going back into this game, knowing kind of how it ends up, or what kind of the end goal is. Oh yeah, there'll be more narrative. Now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab. It's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting! Let's fucking go, baby! Okay, so that really does imply to me this is a game meant to be played multiple times. This was fantastic. Everyone join the Discord! Very good. It's the Discord lore? Discord lore, let's go! This is very clever. This is a really creative way of having you explore other things. Yeah, speaking of Discord, if you want to hang out with some very cool people that you've met in this wonderful chat, there is a link to our community Discord in the description of this live stream. If you want to click that button, you'll be able to join in on our community chats and suggest future games for streams. If there's other games that you're like, man, Mustard would like this game, or I'd like to see Mustard play this game, then you can come in and check it out. It'd be lovely to see you all. It's been lovely interacting with you all. Lisa says, what cool people? All the cool people here. I think we are, however, going to return to the main menu right now. What a good-ass game. What's in the Memories tab? There's so many vessels! There's so many vessels! Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, whoa. This is very cool. Very cool. Okay, we're definitely going to be checking this out. We're definitely going to be checking this out. This it reminds me a little bit of the end of No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. How, like, I get to the achievements there, and there's, like, a bajillion cards that haven't been turned over. Someone says, I can't believe you only got one Chapter 3, Lamau. Yeah, that was the Wraith, right? Yeah. We as in on stream. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, so we played No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, and we saw, like, all the achievements at the end there. We're going to be playing more of that in the future. But we collectively, we're going to be playing more of this. We're going to be playing more of Slay the Princess. I want to see more of these endings. It's interesting that it says the prisoner Because we actually didn't get to meet the prisoner princess. We literally didn't go there. Where is the razor? There's the razor. Hello! My favourite princess so far. Unironically, it's got to be the Happily Ever After. Just because I think the whole idea of, like, being stuck in a gilded cage was just so profoundly cool. Like, stuck in a cycle of, like, tedium. Very, very cool. It's also the first one that I saw all the way to the end. And it's, like, before the reveal of the mound. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. Happily Ever After is a new one. I know that there was the pristine cut, which I haven't, I haven't played this game before that update. But I really love that I've come in after these things have been added, because it feels a lot more seamless for me. I really, really like it. Super cool. Super cool. Right. I think, however, we're maybe going to wrap up here. We're going to wrap up here just because I do actually need... I would love to continue playing more. Maybe even start another run right now. But unfortunately, I need to go to bed fairly early. Fairly early tonight. I mentioned it briefly earlier on stream, but I've got a dental appointment in the morning. I'm having dental surgery done at like 9 a.m. So I need to go to bed. Like, if I go to bed like right now, I'll be able to get like 7 hours sleep, be able to get up, have a shower, and then get my train over to the dentist. This was a lot of fun. We will be playing more in the future. When that future is, I'm not entirely sure. It's probably going to be next Wednesday at the earliest for this game. We'll probably play something else on Tuesday, but there won't be anything on the build-up to that. So there won't be any more Princess until next Wednesday. So I've got some other commitments on the build-up to that. Either, folks, thank you all so much for watching. If indeed you still are. I know you've all got plenty of things you could be doing with your Friday night, and I am eternally touched that you all chose to spend it here today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Love you all big many, and have an excellent night. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye!